I remember the ceiling first. Too white, blindingly white. The sterile glow of hospital lights seared into my eyes, punishing me for even looking. I tried to move, but nothing obeyed. My body was no longer mine. Panic clawed up my throat, but no sound escaped. I was trapped inside myself, paralyzed. Then the door opened with a slow creak. My daughter stepped in. Her eyes were swollen from crying, her hands trembling as she forced a smile that fooled no one. She sat close, her voice a fragile whisper. "Mom, they found you in a hotel room. You blacked out." Her voice cracked, words blurring through her tears. And then came the blade that cut deeper than paralysis itself. "Dad, he's gone. Gone." My heart stalled. My mind screamed though no sound came. Terror ripped through me because I knew the reason, and the person responsible. It hadn't always been this way. Once I believed in him, my husband. The steady man who held me when storms rattled the windows. We built a life brick by brick, and I thought he was my anchor. But comfort dulls. Desire whispers. Weakness finds cracks. I met Daniel on a business trip. A smooth smile, lingering hands, and attention that my husband no longer gave. The first kiss was both hesitation and fire. The first night was betrayal disguised as escape. I told myself it was meaningless, temporary. But that was a lie. The shadows grew. My husband's quiet when I came home late. His eyes scanning receipts, listening to calls, catching the careless slips from my lips. Then the questions, gentle, too gentle. "Who were you with? Why so late?" I laughed them off, dismissing his doubts. But in his silence I saw it. He already knew. The night before everything unraveled. He kissed me goodnight. His lips were soft, too soft. His hand lingered on mine as if memorizing me. I didn't see it then, but it was his farewell. The hotel smelled of sweat and guilt. Daniel's body pressed against mine, laughter echoing between the sheets. Then darkness fell. Not sleep, not peace. A sudden, devouring nothingness. When I woke, I was a prisoner inside my own body. My betrayal carved into my spine. My daughter's words finished what paralysis began. "Dad's gone." Through her sobs, the story unfolded. He drove home alone the night I left. Crash. Flames. They said it was an accident. But I knew better. No accident. Message. Grief burned through me, but beneath it, something sharper formed. Not despair. Not regret. Plan. I replayed every glance, every word he gave me in those final weeks. He knew. He orchestrated this. He wanted me alive but ruined, locked inside this useless shell, while he vanished beyond reach. This wasn't punishment, it was revenge. But I refused to let him have the last word. Paralysis made me invisible. People spoke freely, assuming I was broken. I listened. I learned. Daniel came only once. His eyes darted around the room, guilt dripping from him. He blamed me, called me reckless, said I'd ruined everything. He thought I couldn't hear, couldn't see the relief in his retreat. But my daughter stayed. She didn't know the whole truth, but she loved me anyway, even when I didn't deserve it. I would use that love. I asked her for her father's laptop, his files. She thought it was grief driving me. It wasn't. His password. Our wedding date. Course. Inside I found everything. Insurance policies. Hidden recordings. Drafts of letters he never sent. He had documented my betrayal, built a case, left a legacy. One note froze me. "She'll live, but not truly. That will be enough." He planned it all. The poisoned drink in that hotel, the silent toxin that stole my breath, and the crash. His grand finale. I couldn't move my legs, but my mind was sharper than it had ever been. From that bed, I rewrote the story he left behind. Insurance documents revised. His savings redirected. Recordings edited, spliced, uploaded. I reframed Daniel as the architect of everything. The poisoner, the manipulator, the mastermind. Each keystroke was vengeance. Every forged email, Every scheduled post another nail in Daniel's coffin. When the police arrived at his door with mountains of evidence, I imagined his face mirroring the shock my husband once saw in mine. He was dragged away, screaming, "It wasn't me. She betrayed me." No one believed him. I never saw my husband again. He denied me that. But I did face Daniel. They wheeled me into the courtroom, silent and still, while he sat in chains, eyes wild. He searched my face for mercy. Gave him none. The judge listed the charges: attempted murder, insurance fraud, reckless endangerment. His denials echoed, but my husband's planted trail of evidence pointed straight at him. He realized then that he wasn't just losing his freedom. He was losing everything: his reputation, his life, piece by piece. Now I sit by the window, sunlight brushing my face. My body is a cage, but my mind roams free. My husband thought paralysis was a fate worse than death. He underestimated me. I outmaneuvered them both. The man I once loved, and the man I sinned with. One buried, the other shackled. And me, still breathing, still thinking, still dangerous. I lost my body, but I won the war. And that is enough.